Hey guys, welcome back. So we're going to be doing we're going to be continuing with the savings tutorial, with the saving of the game tutorial. And today we're going to be working on the load from the main menu. I'm also going to be starting a new series, seeing as there's a lot of people who are just starting out with Unreal Engine. So I'm going to be starting a new series describing how to create a very simple first game. And you guys can work from that. We'll be covering input and maybe very simple AI, but we'll see how things go. It will take a little while for me to record everything, so it's going to be split up into many little parts with the small things, the big things, and everything in between. Anyways, let's get straight into it and get going. So what we have achieved so far is the following. We are able to run up, for example, pause the game, save the game, get a message saying that we saved the game, then we're going to resume, and we're going to run to this area, and now we're going to load the game from inside the actual level. Now, that is not going to be useful if you cannot load the game from here. So, what we're going to do, first things first, we're going to open up the save game blueprint, the save game player object, which allows us to save the health and the actual position. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple more variables. Because we're loading it from the main menu, which is on its own level, we're going to have to also create a new variable called player current level saved. Now the variable type, that's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm doing it with you guys, so we're going to see if it actually works. A level, let's see, a level, just a level, level select maybe. Alright, so save and compile. What we're also going to need, well, seeing as it's a very simple system, we don't actually need much more. So, under our pause menu, we're going to go into in-game menu, and as you can see, we have the save button, and on the save button, we're going to see what's here. So, save game is its own little function. So what save game does, it creates the save game object. It then sets the game reference and it casts it to our blueprint here. It then sets the player transformed saved into the actual player transform. Then it gets the health as well as and it gets the health button. Then it saves the game to that slot and it continues. Now what we need to do is we need to set the current level. So let's see if we can actually get the current get level. Alright, let's type in level and see what we get. Alright, so we have get level. Alright, so save. And depending on what level loads, we're going to have to work from that. So in the save game, we're going to grab, okay, so I'm just trying to find the right place to put this. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the save game player, so we're going to get the actual save game blueprint, and then we're going to set level, not to else, level, set current player level saved. And now what we need to do is just, actually cannot select the level. Well, let's hope that we can actually do this properly, otherwise I'm going to have to rethink my strategy. So let's see, this level select reference, let's see, where did we use level select, because I think that's what it's picking up. Level, oh, is it selecting this? Because that's not going to work. level select. Alright, let's quickly rename this. Level select widget, just so I can see the differences here. And this, this is a widget. Alright, so I'm gonna have to probably rethink the. Can I do a map? Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to rethink this strategy a bit. Well, actually, no, I won't. That's going to be a string, and the current level is a string. So what we do is, from the in-game menu, the current player level saved, this level that we're running is third person example map. So third person example map, not man. Alright, map. So that's now what it's saved to. So remember, on the each one, what you're going to have to do is, you could actually take the level blueprint, and here you could say, I'm going to remove display sound application. So begin play. What we're going to do is we're going to add a variable and call this current level, and this is going to be a string, and we're going to set this to get level level streaming. It's for level streaming, that's something completely different. Level streaming is actually used for open worlds, but we're not doing any open worlds right now. Something's wrapped around my neck. Oh, it's down here. Alright, so the current level is third person example map, like this. So that's saved, and what we're doing here is we're basically going to now try and cast to the save to this to get the level. So what you want to do is you want to say let's see, level blueprint level blueprint. Alright. Well, you see, if you only have one map, you would work with the player current level saved and you change this to the map. But the problem here is there's no way to actually select this map. Okay, but I'll figure that out. I'll put it as an update video and I'll help you guys out with that. But for now, we're just going to leave it as third person example map. Alright, so that's saved, done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to load game, and we're going to get the actual level. So from save game player, you're going to get level, and then before setting the world transform, you're going to open level. There we are. As you can see, this level is now trying to be open. I'm just going to move everything over a little bit so we can actually see. There we go. So now the level name would be this string, and you compile it and save. Alright, so that's load the game. It will open the level, then it will set the world transform of the capsule component of the player and set its health. Alright, so let's go back to the main menu. So the main menu has the load game button, which we'll view, and here what we're going to do is we're going to create a function once again and call this load game, and this load game will have a input, which is the slot name. Alright, and this is a string. I'm going to compile. So now the load game here will be exactly the same as here. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the load game from slot. On the main menu, we're going to load game from sorry. Well, hold on. Load game. Okay, cool. That's working fine. Alright, so first of all, we're going to do, does save game exist? And what we're going to do is we're going to take the slot name and put it into the slot name. And here we're going to have a branch. Alright. So, if the save game does exist, then what you want to do is you want to load game from slot, and the slot name, be the slot name here. Now, under, so I'm just going to close this little select, under in-game, what we're doing is we're casting to the save game player. So I'm just double making sure my code here. We're going to cast to save game player, and then as the saved game player, we're going to open. Actually, wait. We're actually, yeah. As the save game player, we're going to load. Open. Not open asset. Open level. There we go. Alright, so now here we're going to get level. Then we need all of this. Just need this whole area here, and we're gonna paste it right there. Now I'm gonna delete this because we don't need it anymore. Then yeah, I really don't know what is up with the frame rate today. It's very horrible. So I'm just gonna find out what is wrong. Let's see. Something is. Alright, give me just 1 second. This should speed it up just a little. Alright, anyway, so then you'll set the world transform. There we go, that's a lot better. Alright, compile, save. Now we're going to set the save and compile on success so it saves automatically. And now we're going to play. Let's see if this works. This should work perfectly, hopefully, but I didn't really read through it. So we're going to save the game. We're going to quit to main menu, and we're going to click load game, which for some reason did not do anything. So, what is happening? Here, print string, and it's saved game cost failed. Right, so let's see, unload game. Oh, right, it would help if it actually did something. So load the game here, and slot name, we will need a saved game slot. This will be a string, and in the in-game menu we have save slot name, save game 1, so that means here it will be also saved game 1 and the slot name. Now I'll play, we will run here, we'll pause, we will save, we'll go back to main menu, and we will load the game. Now we are not in the right area, and I have no movement capability. I lost my mouse, that's what's happening. I really do not know why this does this sometimes. Stop, and let's see. So, something went wrong during the load game. So here it loads the game from slot, it opens the level, it sets the world transform of the character, and it sets the health, and then it says save game. Now what I would like to know is why it's not working. So save the game, quit the menu, load the game, but it did not load it properly because it just opens the level. So that is the problem. It only opens the level and then everything stops. That's interesting. Oh yes, we will do that. Play again. Go down by the stairs, save the game, quit the menu, and load the game. And once again, everything is not working again. Alright, so this is failing miserably, and I have no idea why, guys. Well, I do, but there's not much. Travel URL. Alright. Let's see. Let's think. So you see, it stops the loading as soon as the open level pops in. But otherwise, on opening of the level, we could do a load game. So you see, as the level opens, okay, I know. We're gonna change this a little bit. So load the game from slot, and then all we're gonna do first is we're just gonna open up the level, get level, and after the level is opened, open the level. Okay, cool. This sounds like a small fix. So we'll open the level, compile, and then on the level itself we'll go to the blueprint, and on begin play we will then do the following. Does save game exist? Slot name is saved game 1. If true, then load game from slot. The slot name is saved game 1, and then we're going to cast it to the save game player, and as the save game player we will then do the following. First of all, we will make sure that the cast doesn't fail. Secondly, we will not need the current level anymore because the level is already open, and we will set the world transform, cast it to the third person character, and we're getting an error. Oh yes, as save game. There we go, and one more time. And now we're going to compile and play, and as you can see, we actually popped up where we were last time, which is interesting because what's going to happen is we're going to save the game, going to quit to the main menu, and click load, and we actually are where we need to be. The only problem being is we have no control. Now, no control means that somewhere in the world settings we have the wrong game mode selected. Okay, so after the game has loaded, we will set game, set input mode to game and UI. Actually, not game only. That's going to be game only. Set input game only. Alright, compile and play, and there we go. We're going to now end, quit to main menu, load the game, and once again no bloody input. So what is happening? Let's find out. Under third person blueprints. Click on the one in the here and edit the game mode. So somewhere here on begin play, there we go, set active, new active, third person active. Sorry guys, I'm just checking on the actual what's happening here. Why are we not getting any input? Alright, but that at least works. So the level is now loaded with you from the main menu. We will cover the error in the next video, as this is getting to a 21-minute video now. So we'll cover the next one in the next video, and we'll start with the sound options. Sound options are going to be also quite a while to be done, because it's quite a lot of information to soak in. Alright, so as I said, I'll also be starting a new series that's going to be to create a game. I'm probably going to upload the first video today or tomorrow, so by the time you watch this, the next one should be up. So the series that we're starting will be covering a very simple game where you run around in a world and pick up certain objects to get points, making sure to not bump into any of the very simple square AI. I will not be doing any animations, I'll just be doing gameplay mechanics. Then, I also would love to thank you guys so much. I've hit 111 subscribers and 7,500 views. That's really awesome. I just want to thank you guys all for the support, and you guys have been awesome. Thanks a lot. I'll see you guys next time.